Hi, I'm Christina Fields. My presentation is on childhood obesity. Take a look around you next time you go anywhere. You will notice what has become the trend among children. The National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey shows that a third of our children are obese. 80% of obese children will become obese adults. Students who are actively involved in a physical education program are at a lower risk for obesity and lead healthier lifestyles. Because childhood obesity is a serious health concern, I want to show you the trend over the past several years. As you can see from this bar graph, the prevalence of childhood obesity has increased dramatically. This data was taken from the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, or NHANES, found on the Center for Disease Control website. This graph compared surveys done from 1976 to 1980 and 2003 to 2006. For children ages 2 to 5 years, the prevalence of obesity has increased from 5% to 12.4%. Children aged 6 to 11 years, obesity has increased from 6.5% to 17%. In children aged 12 to 19 years, obesity has increased from 5% to 17.6%. All of these figures are much higher than the target prevalence of 5% set in Healthy People 2010. First, physical education programs help to lower the risk for childhood obesity. Physical activity has a major impact on body composition and metabolism. Nowicka and Floodmark state in their research that physical activity increases energy expenditure, which therefore contributes to weight loss. Body composition is impacted from physical activity because it increases and maintains lean body mass, which in return increases the amount of muscle movement and burning of fat. Physical education programs also limit the time spent in sedentary behaviors. Sedentary behaviors such as TV watching and playing video games have been related to higher body mass indexes in children. The World Health Organization recommends 60 minutes of physical activity at least 3 days a week. Nowicka and Floodmark report that 60 minutes or more of physical activity can be achieved during physical education class. Finally, physical education programs help to maintain healthy lifestyles. Physical education is necessary for proper bone growth and decreases cardiovascular risk. Weight-bearing activities introduced in physical education classes, such as standing, walking, and jumping, are important for bone development, as reported by Nowicka and Floodmark. Regular physical activity also helps in coping with stress and increases self-esteem. Zahner reports that positive influence of physical activity is reflected on symptoms of anxiety and depression. They also report that obese children tend to have lower self-esteem and therefore engage in unhealthy behaviors such as smoking. Proper physical activity can help reduce substance abuse and promote healthier lifestyles. In conclusion, students who are actively involved in physical education programs help lower the risk for obesity and lead healthier lifestyles. No matter what age, race, or gender our children are, childhood obesity is on the rise. Let's help our children get their recommended 60 minutes of physical activity a day by making sure they are actively involved in physical education programs. Are there any audience questions?
Yes, you mentioned physical activity reduces cardiovascular risk. What are some cardiovascular risk factors?
Cardiovascular risk factors include increased blood pressure, increased cholesterol levels, and increased insulin dependency, which can lead to diabetes.
Do you think it should be the parents or the school's responsibility to promote good health?
I feel that because children are in school most of the day, that it should be mandatory for children to be enrolled in a physical education program from kindergarten through senior year in high school. With that being said, it's also the parents' responsibility when the children are at home to promote healthy lifestyles and good eating habits. Is that all? Thank you.